Dear friends, today in this video we are going to discuss about Central Finance Module of SAP S/4HANA. In this video we are in particular about the purpose of learning this Central Finance Module. What is the need for learning this Central Finance Module? Why we have to learn this Central Finance Module and other stuff. In this video I want to explain you about the Central Finance Module and what is the purpose of learning this Central Finance Module and how it helps the consultants to implement this Central Finance Module of S/4HANA in the real-time scenarios, and also how to implement the end-to-end stuff starting from designing, executing, implementing and supporting the complete end-to-end Central Finance Module, which is highly required by the clients for the reporting structure. In this slide, I will explain you very clearly what is the purpose of learning this Central Finance Module and what is the overall advantages of learning this Central Finance Module of SAP S/4HANA one by one. Now we will start discussing why to learn SAP S/4HANA Central Finance and what are the importance and why this Central Finance Module is required by all the clients. We will discuss one by one. Point number one, what is that? SAP S/4HANA Central Finance is highly useful for replication of SAP FI documents into a new central finance system which is running on S/4HANA. That means, what is the meaning of that? Replication of SAP FI documents. That means we have already having our traditional SAP ECC system. In that we are having SAP FI module as well as SAP CO applications. The first and foremost important point is that we have to do the replication of all the important configurations what we have implemented in both FI and CO to be replicated successfully into our S/4HANA system. That means the replication of the entire organizational structure from FI, the replication of general ledger accounting configuration from FI. It includes the replication of accounts receivables and accounts payables from the traditional SAP FI system, that is our traditional ECC system, and also product costing configuration, internal orders configuration, cost center accounting configuration, profit center accounting configuration, and we have COPA configuration, that is controlling and profitability analysis configuration from our traditional SAP CO system. All should be replicated successfully into our central finance system, which is running on S4 Hana platform. That means S4 Hana, under S4 Hana only this central finance application will work. So that is the meaning of the first point. Now what is the meaning of the first point? Once again, replication of SAP FI documents. That means all the important configuration from our traditional FI system, starting from the entire organizational structure, that means the enterprise structure of SAP FI, followed by different types of master records in SAP FI, followed by general ledger accounting configuration, followed by accounts receivables and accounts payables configurations. We have discussed very clearly about the different set of configurations under AR and AP of SAP FI system, namely dunning procedures configurations for customer under AR process, interest calculation program configuration for customers under AR processes. Similarly, automatic payment program configuration for customers in our traditional SAP FI system, and also withholding tax for customers in our traditional SAP FI system. And similarly, we should have to replicate all the important configurations under AP module also. That means accounts payables. Under accounts payables, we have to replicate once again the automatic payment programs payment program configuration for vendors, followed by interest calculation program for vendors, and then we have dunning procedures for vendors as well as the tax calculation procedure, that is withholding tax for vendors. All the important configurations from AR and AP processes from the traditional SAP FI system, and also one more important configuration, that is asset accounting configuration, that is asset and depreciation accounting from our traditional SAP FI system into our new central finance system. And also we have furthermore important configuration from the SAP CO side, that is from the controlling side, starting from controlling area configuration, followed by cost center accounting configuration, followed by profit center accounting configuration, followed by product costing configuration, followed by internal orders configurations, followed by COPA, that is controlling and profitability analysis configuration, and we have many more configurations like planning and budgeting. We have reports in the controlling module, and all other stuff. That means all the end-to-end configurations both from SAP FI and SAP CO, that are SAP FI and CO modules, which are our traditional SAP ECC system, that should be completely replicated into our new central finance system, which is running on S4 HANA applications. The second important point is SAP S4 HANA Central Finance handles multiple older SAP ERP objects and instances and other legacy SAP financial applications. That means multiple older SAP ERP objects means multiple reports from the traditional SAP FI and CO system, that is our traditional ECC system, and other non-SAP financial applications also. Legacy here means non-SAP system. All should be replicated into our central finance system, which is running on S4 HANA applications. For that also, this S4 HANA Central Finance is very, very important. Once again, I am explaining you. This S4 HANA Central Finance handles multiple older SAP ERP objects. ERP objects is nothing but ERP reports and instances from our traditional ECC system, that is our SAP FI and CO system, and also from non-SAP financial applications. That means other SAP financial applications as well. All should be replicated into our central finance system, which is running on S/4HANA. And the third important point is SAP S/4HANA Central Finance uses the data processing capability of S/4HANA to provide much simpler, more faster and more efficient methodologies and different approaches to the entire financial processes, which includes the problem solving based on the client's requirements. That means what? What is the purpose of using this central finance application? This entire SAP S/4HANA Central Finance application provides much simpler, more faster. That means what? It is more faster than our traditional ECC system, and it has more efficient methodologies. That means it adapts or it follows different efficient methodologies, and this central finance system has different approaches to handle the entire financial processes, which includes problem solving based on the client's requirements. The main purpose of using this central finance applications is that for simpler, more faster and more efficient methodologies it provides. That is the reason why all the companies are implementing this central finance module of SAP S/4HANA for their projects. So what is the main advantage of using this central finance system? This SAP S/4HANA Central Finance uses the data processing capability of S/4HANA to provide much simpler and more faster, and it has its efficient methodologies and it has its different approaches to handle the entire financial processes from the scratch to the end, which also includes problems solving based on the client's requirements. This is one of the most important reasons for learning this central finance module. And the fourth important point is SAP S/4HANA Central Finance allows us to create a common reporting structure for an organization. The first and foremost purpose of learning this central finance applications is that it allows us to create a common reporting structure for an organization. That means what? What is the purpose of using the central finance applications? This entire S/4HANA Central Finance allows us to create a common reporting structure for an organization, because already we have replicated the entire end-to-end configurations from our traditional system. Say for example, we have replicated all the important configurations from our SAP FI system. Similarly, we have replicated all the important configurations from the traditional SAP CO system, that is our ECC CO system, into our central finance system. Based on that, this SAP S/4HANA Central Finance allows us to create a common reporting structure for an organization. So that is the main purpose of learning this S/4HANA Central Finance, that is most commonly used for creating reporting structure for an organization based on the replication of the entire end-to-end configuration from our traditional SAP FI module, that is from our SAP ECC system, and also the complete end-to-end replication of the SAP controlling module, that is also our traditional ECC system. Once after the successful replication of all the important configurations from both FI and CO of our traditional system into our central finance system. Then the central finance system allows us to create a common reporting structure for an organization. That is the reason why this central finance plays a very vital role in the organizations, that is mainly meant for creating reporting structure for an organization. So I think you have a clear understanding about this central finance module and what is the purpose of learning this central finance applications, and what is the main advantages of using these central finance applications for an organization, that is mainly used for creating the common reporting structure for an organization. Only for this reason, almost all the companies are nowadays starting implementing this central finance model for their projects. Now, I want to tell about myself here. I am having more than 20 years of experience in implementation, production support, rollout and upgrade projects in SAP environment, and I have got more than 5 years of on-site experience in Middle East and Europe, handling Middle East and European clients. Regarding my certifications, I have done many certifications for my projects. I have done my certification in finance. I have done my certification in business process planning and consolidation. I have done my certifications in S4HANA Simple Finance. I have done my certification in S4HANA Central Finance. And also recently I have completed my certification in SAP Business and Revenue Innovation Management, that is in BRIM module, that is BRIM module, which was previously SAP Hybris module. That's all about myself. So in this video, you people have understood very clearly about the S4HANA Central Finance module. Why to learn this S4HANA Central Finance module? What is the advantages of learning this S4HANA Central Finance module? So in my next video, we will discuss about the other important areas of central finance. Thank you.